friends, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be doing the mid-month book bash this weekend because it was Doris's readathon last weekend, but we had so much going on. And I know the time to vlog is when there is a lot going on, but I just didn't. I tried. I did think about it and I tried. I recorded like 2 clips. So we're going to be doing it this weekend. The prompts that Doris had last weekend were 4 F's: friends, food, fun, and fire. What I'm going to be reading this weekend, I'm going to try to finish this Black Boy. I'm also going to try to finish All That She Carried by Tia Miles and The Roundhouse by Louise Erdrich. Those are the 3 books that I have on the go. Say road trip, road trip. Yeah, road trip. Good job. Let me take a picture. And we got the snacks. Veggie chips for the win.
Like $100 for a diagnosis fee. For 2 days, 2 hours. What he did, he was showing us a lot of the video where he broke some because ripped the guy off, and he went, because I don't know what, I don't know.
What is it? Cake pop? Is that your favorite? Do you like it? I do. I do. Nice reading. You're doing it. Said that he's an indentured servant. Hi friends, so it's Sunday afternoon and I should have finished something by now because this is day 3 of the mid-month book bash. I've been reading all weekend in little spurts, but I haven't finished anything yet. What I have been concentrating on mostly today is I'm reading The Roundhouse by Louise Erdrich and I'm making a lot of progress. It's about a boy on an Indian reservation whose mother is attacked, and he's trying to figure out what happened. There's a lot of him trying to understand why this crime is not really being investigated. And so we're learning a little bit of the politics of these Indian reservations through his infuriation at the situation. Because his father is a judge, a tribal judge on the reservation, and you would think that justice would be a little easier to come by, but he's learning that justice is not blind the way it should be. So what I'm really enjoying about that book is how Louise Erdrich is portraying this boy. It's a coming of age story in a lot of ways, but just as he's interacting with these other characters and learning a little bit about life through their stories, I'm loving how she's portraying that reality. Yeah, so loving that. I'm probably going to try to finish that this afternoon and we'll see what else I read. I also today read old copy of Encyclopedia Brown Boy Detective, the first book in the series, and I love the parallels between those 2 books. I didn't do this intentionally, but book links would be really interesting for this reason, just because those 2 books have a real boy figuring out mysteries, and their fathers are also involved in law enforcement in some way. And so, yeah, love that. I didn't do this on purpose, but it just so happened that those 2 books are almost identical in that theme. So, yeah, what are you reading? This is a vlog, so you're not going to be able to answer me right now. But yeah, when you're watching it, tell me what you were reading this weekend. If you can remember what you were doing on Sunday afternoon at about 3:30 in the afternoon, what were you doing? What were you reading? Let's chat. So I don't know if it's because we're in front of the fire, but I just took something else from the bookshelf because I feel like I should have a cozy mystery to read in front of the fire. So I'm going to be reading Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So I read Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, and while there's a lot of controversy about this book, specifically with regards to its title, I really enjoyed the writing. The storyline is based on a group of 10 people being lured to this island under false pretenses, and one by one they're being killed according to the details in this poem. And it's terrible and terrifying because they know that they're potentially all victims and they're all trying to work out who's committing the crimes before they die. And you don't know what's happening until the book ends. And I mean, ends in terms of the novel ends, and you have to go to the epilogue to kind of find out, unless, of course, you solve the mystery while you're reading it, which I didn't. But I love the writing, so I'll probably read more from Agatha Christie at some point because, yeah, this was really good. Hi, friends. So it's Monday morning, and I read a lot yesterday. I read a kid's book, Encyclopedia Brown, Boy Detective. Is that what it's called? The first book in the series. I read that yesterday. Just like an hour or so reading. Fun, middle grade kind of reading. Loved it. It was great. I was rooting for this girl who shows up and like upsets these boys' apple carts because these boys think that they're tough and kind of undefeatable. But then they have to acknowledge that this girl named Sally is exactly as good as she says she is in terms of mental acuity and also physical brawn. So love that. And then I picked up this book, Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, because I've never read an Agatha Christie, at least that I can remember. The story was not unfamiliar. I feel like I read it while I was reading it. I felt like I'd read the story before, but I can't recall having read Agatha Christie. It's just before I was keeping records of my reading, I've been an avid reader my whole life, and I just don't remember all the things that I've read. So, read this in almost a single sitting. It's 280 something pages, and I read it in the evening and some of it overnight, and I finished it this morning. And I loved it because I didn't know who was carrying out all these murders. It was wonderful. So I read that. And so yeah, I didn't make any progress last night on any of the other books that I brought with me, like this one, and I have The Roundhouse by Louise Erdrich on my phone, which I thought I was gonna finish next, which is why I thought book links was gonna be easy. But now I have all these other all these other editions. So I'm returning it to the library. Should I try to check out something else?
Ready? Here goes.
1, 2, 3, go!
Yay! You did it!
I did it. Some people wouldn't get this joke, but I love this line in Encyclopedia Brown's book number 13. And no, I haven't read book 1 through 12, but I love this passage right here. It's talking about an encyclopedia. More cheese. Here. Okay, here's the line. An encyclopedia is a book or set of books filled with facts from A to Z. So was Encyclopedia's head. He had read so many books, his pals swore his ears were turning into bookends. I think my bookish friends would enjoy that joke.
Back into
Nice box. So it's Tuesday morning, which means that the mid-month book bash is officially over, and I read a lot. I finished some things. I didn't read exactly what I thought I would. I never do. But I had a really fantastic weekend. I spent some time with my family, which you'll see. And I also read Encyclopedia Brown, Boy Detective, which was a kid's book and just fun. And I read And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, which I really enjoyed as well. And I also finished A Roundhouse by Louise Erdrich, which I'm still kind of thinking my overall rating, because there are a lot of things that I loved about that book. And there were a couple of things that may wish have been a slightly bit different. There's a lot of discussion about Native practices and Native beliefs. And I love that part. I love what I learned about Native culture through this book. But there's some things that the boy does that are definitely off-putting. I guess you're reading about a teenage boy. They're just things that teenage boys do that adult women probably don't want to know. So there's a little bit of that. But overall, I loved it. Overall, I loved it. And I'm going to be reading a Louise Erdrich book for the BookTube Prize. So this, I didn't have to read this one, because I'm going to be reading another book by her soon, but I really like her writing. So yeah, those are the books that I finished this weekend. I was going to try to finish Black Boy by Richard Wright, but I left my book at home over the weekend because the book is a little brittle. The cover is starting to kind of break apart. It's an older book, and I didn't want to destroy it over the weekend with traveling and so on, so I left it at home. So I'm going to try to finish that one today. My buddy reader has finished, so I need to finish so we can discuss it. So yeah, that's what I did this weekend. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and let's chat in the comments. Let me know if you've read any of these books, want to chat about them, or if you've participated in the mid-month book bash. Let me know, if you have a vlog especially, so I could go watch it, and let's chat. Until next time, until we come back for another video. Happy reading. Bye.